These are the people who did not give up.
Wake up every morning to a new day, new beginning. Just keep going.
Even when they lost nearly everything.
That's when you know, okay, it can't get any worse.
Or had nothing to begin with.
Why am I living somebody else's dream and not fulfilling my own?
They had a purpose, an idea, and they found a way.
You have to be willing to put it all out there.
Since 2018, we've told you their stories on TV. Now it's time to break out of the box. A new set of entrepreneurs.
My dream has always been to own different businesses.
New challenges to overcome.
Business is business, but first thing, our mission is to save lives.
But this time, we start at the beginning.
I'm not going to go just work in an office and go 9 to 5 every day and show up and do the work I need to do. It's like, this is all just purely mine.
Their stories, their risks.
I think it's a pretty huge chance, but it's worth it for the greater good.
And their success in real time. This is Southwest Florida Reinvented, moving forward.
I think a lot of business owners going in, especially new business owners, have to be patient with the process. So understand that there's a cycle with business growth, and if you surround yourself with the right team of people that'll help you along the way, it'll help you feel more empowered to stay the course.
Hey everybody, I'm Chris Shaw. We are going to start this episode with a question. So, you want to start a business?
We kicked off Southwest Florida Reinvented 3 years ago with this story about Valentina Grisales. The reason was simple. The Great Recession hit our area so hard, many of you were still worried something like it could happen again. You wanted to see stories about people who lost everything, like Michael Fisher, or people like Deshaun Strong, who built something from nothing and found a way to succeed. In the process of telling these stories and talking to many of you, I realized a lot of people have an idea or an invention, and they dream about opening their own business, but they just don't know where to start. Erica Castner is a business consultant, and she's going to help us out with this series.
Let's say somebody has an idea or a product or a dream, and they want to start their own business, but they don't know where to start. Where should they start?
So business owners, first and foremost, should do their market research. And essentially what that means is going out there, testing the market, making sure that the market's actually going to purchase their product or service prior to doing all the things related to building that business plan out.
That can be checking out the competition or looking at trends. For example, Lindsay Smith from episode 2 knew several area yoga studios closed down during the pandemic, and to help fill the void, she decided to open up her own studio. The process can be more data-driven too. Tony Brown from episode 1 is opening a gym that's part of a franchise, and the franchise used community demographics and real estate research to pinpoint the best possible location.
So having that data or having that information, if they do that test research first, that market research first, make those decisions based on that data versus making business decisions on a feeling or something that just feels good, feels like it would be something that the market would want.
It's a tricky thing, so here's a resource to help you out. The Florida Small Business Development Center at FGCU has experts like Erica who will give you free business consulting, and that includes strategic market research. And if you feel like you can succeed in the market, you're ready to move on to the next step.
So the next step is to assess the capital your business is going to need, not just in the startup phase, but also in the growth and scale phase.
Translation: do you have the money?
One of the biggest mistakes that I see a business owner make is that they right away want to quit their day job because they want to pour all their energy and all their focus into this new endeavor.
So let's avoid that mistake. A lot of people will tell you to make a list of what you need to buy before you open. Your inventory, equipment, furniture, utilities, permits, promotions. Then think about what you need right after you open. Salaries, rent, insurance, and business taxes. Now consider how much money you'll need to stay in business for the first year or so. It sounds daunting, but there's help for that too.
The Florida SBDC pulls data, can help people and business owners pull data to know how much the capital they're going to need and walk them through that process of what's going to be the best fit for them.
And if we haven't totally turned you off yet, step 3 is more homework.
Failing to plan is planning to fail. I would highly recommend that new business owners or startup companies not only get a good operational plan, but they also get an overall marketing plan and they also get a financial plan established.
The SBDC can help you out there too, whether you go in for classes or just watch its 6-part video series for new business owners. And Goodwill's Micro Enterprise program can help you out too. It's a 6-week course, the classes are all at night, that guides people through planning a business.
That information is going to help a business owner drive their decisions on what they need to do next in order to grow their business or take their business to that next level.
So many people go into this as a dream to do something that they love to do or are inspired to do. And so much of the setting up of a business is planning and patience and things that kind of counteract a dream. What is the mindset that somebody has to have when they start this process?
A mentor of mine told me a long time ago, you cannot give birth to an adult. So I think a lot of business owners going in, especially new business owners going into the process of thinking that all of a sudden their idea within a month is going to go from just a baby to an adult. You just have to be patient with the process. So understanding that there's a cycle with business growth. So if you can understand that process in your business growth, it will make you feel more connected to the process versus feeling frustrated. You're still going to feel frustrated with the process from time to time as a business owner myself, but it is going to make you feel like if you surround yourself with the right team of people that'll help you along the way, it'll help you feel more connected to the process and make you feel more empowered to stay the course.
Tony, this was supposed to be the week you were hoping to have your grand opening. It's now pushed back a little bit. What's going on?
Well, what happened was we had a couple of, minor delays as far as, some equipment still hadn't made it to the studio yet. And then plus, I just wanted to make sure everything was going to be done, flow really well.
Tony Brown has been careful about opening Blitz 45 in North Fort Myers. This is the second time he's pushed back the grand opening date, in large part because he wants to make sure he gets everything right.
So this delay is not causing a huge problem in the way of financials or anything like that?
No, not at all. The leasing company actually has been great with me. They gave me, a good amount of time for free rent. I guess due to, the whole COVID situation. So actually right now, we're pretty much right in the right gear.
His trainers still need to go through the Blitz 45 training as well. So for the time being, they're just doing one-on-one classes, accepting new members, and they just started a kids training program on Saturday mornings.
I think kind of giving back to the community, getting kids, out and about, active, getting them out the house instead of playing video games and stuff like that, kind of creates a different dialogue than, a normal routine of just playing video games and staying in the house. Kind of get them back to, back in the day when everybody was out playing football and basketball, rather than staying in the house. So just trying to keep them active, and it'll probably be good for the parents too.
I keep thinking about the first time I interviewed you and you telling me about how it was your dream to open up a business like this. Ever since you were a little kid, you wanted to have your own business. Now that you're in and facing some of these obstacles, does it still feel like a dream, or how does it feel?
Well, sometimes, when you wake up and it feels like a nightmare. But, these are, going into business, these are challenges that everyone faces and you're going to end up facing. You just got to learn how to work through the hurdles and, and fight through. And then next thing you know, it'll be successful at the end of the day.
Fabio Tagliasacci has some new promotional pictures for C-Alert, his medical information storage device company. We told you about Fabio in episode 3, how a near-death experience gave him the idea to start C-Alert. He tells me he gave a couple of storage pendants to a friend and asked if he would take some pictures. Well, his friend, who's a teacher at Seacrest Country Day School in Naples, turned it into a project for his students, and they delivered. Fabio says he was so blown away by their work, he treated them to a pizza party.
When did you first find yoga?
December 2018. I had just lost one of my twins and needed something.
Next week, healing yourself so you can heal other people. If you have any questions or comments, you can reach me at chris.shaw@fox4now.com. You can also find me on Twitter and Facebook. Until next Thursday, this is Southwest Florida Reinvented, moving forward.